Hey, welcome. It is time for Monday night. It is insanity. We're on the 40th session, indeed, of this campaign. And Mother Esme's horns are huge tonight. We are having some good old fun and danger locked away safely inside the library of Moelsmyr as we've been exploring the deadly space of the city. And inside, we're looking for artifacts to take back to the city of Bastille, as well as to fulfill some of the deep and meaningful desires of our characters' hearts and minds. This place, the reliquary of so much lore, information, and power. The only warnings that they had received is from their guide, Cariel, Carian rather, who has told them that this place will beckon them ever deeper with its secrets, and eventually they might open a door that would be too much for them. And thusly, they are here figuring out precisely what they want to do, having found an important base of power and artifacts that Jujop was interested in, had fled when they realized that there was a person that was some type of dragon who was also interested in and hanging out there. They found a lair to possibly the origin and cure for the Sevelier wood and just put up a stone wall and yeeted right out of there. And now find themselves in a Blue Dragon research wing where they were giving 20 questions and a thorough interrogation to a blue dragon that resided within a flute, while at the same time quickly unlocking the Journal of Tiamat and opening it up and looking at what was in there and diving into forbidden lore. And it is there with the journal unlocked that we find ourselves. And thusly, deep within this area, chilling for now, no danger just yet. What would you all like to do?
Before we split off with Palin, Shauna is going to go up to him, and obviously they're going to stare at each other like they do a lot, and you're going to see her hand. She's going to hand him the book that she has and a bunch of papers, and then she's going to kind of grab the information that he found and kind of slide into her bag.
Okay.
She's going to give him a hug and say, "Be safe, my friend."
No, it goes. I've thought it over, and I'm not ready to ruin my future. I need to get back to my instructor. He communicated with me away from here back to Taudore. Right. So I'll be off then. And
Esme runs up and hugs him.
Safe travels, my friend.
Palin, I know these things matter to you. So she hands him 2 silver.
Barely matters. But takes them anyway.
It's good having you in traveling with you, Palin.
was good, and if our paths cross, would hopefully my information you would be valuable to me. So that would be good.
Don't die on your way home.
That is a prime consideration.
Perhaps I can oh wait, no I can't. But good luck.
Could inspire him.
I can't do that.
You can play your flute. Oh, you don't have the
Oh,
flute anymore.
right. No, I don't. I don't even have that.
Ah,
I mean, I've got this one.
Oh.
Blue Dragon. He goes, no. Actually, Marvelous has it.
Oh, good luck.
yeah, I hope our paths cross again.
On good terms. Don't make Bahamut angry.
I will definitely not let you know if I do.
Just remember, Palin, wherever you are, there you'll be.
Inevitably. And I think he stops and goes, thank you, Marvelous. Because of you, I know how to better have people help me get what I want.
Then your training is complete.
And goes to the bookshelf, touches the portal, and
wasn't he the only one who knows how to get around here?
He was
We
the
did
only
just
librarian.
lose our librarian. Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea though.
did lose all your permissions.
Yeah. Wasn't the library, it's connected to Ayun, Esme.
I'm not going to pick a god.
I mean, it just like on loan, like temporarily.
You little deities.
Dewdrop, this is actually this is a very serious thing.
Oh. It just doesn't seem it all the time. Sometimes it doesn't seem as serious.
Well, it might be more serious if we're all injured and I can't help anyone.
All right, that's fair.
I do have a thought. We could return to the entryway and message this book Sphinx and ask him if there's another way to get one of us to become a librarian for the day.
Be a junior librarian.
Yeah.
Well, I do need a job, actually.
See? And I think we're done in this room.
Hey, do you
Wait.
think that this is the blue dragon
when-
room? Oh, go ahead.
When did I really daydream about killing the dragon so long? When did we get in this room?
What? Oh, the other dragon. No, he's still there. Good night. We left him, and we came looking for Palin's items, and we came and found a blue dragon in a flute and a blue dragon mask.
That's all we found.
And we also found out information on possibly where they keep more information about dragons that are forbidden.
That we're not looking for.
Well, if we wanted to fight the dragon that's protecting the book, well, holding us against getting the book, we'd have to get the information. So, but Critters also wants to find the information on the bow.
I'm sure we can find that where you were looking for something for smithing, right? Good night.
Yes, but I guess I'm a little preoccupied with trying to think about killing the dragon that killed thousands of people.
Oh, I suppose there is that, and I suppose Bahamut would want you to take down that dragon, huh?
Kind of, sort of part of the oath I took like
He
2
hasn't
days
like
ago.
messaged you yet about it, has he? Like you haven't told him that the dragon's here yet?
No, he only talked to me 2 days ago via the giant head that he was able to move of the dragon.
Okay, just making sure you haven't like prayed to him. I mean, Mother Esme does a lot of talking to God, so
There's only 5 of you right now, and I'm not sure if that's the best current course.
there's 6 of us, Mother Esme.
Well, I mean, she takes out her weapon, and it almost hits Dewdrop. I mean, I do have this.
You know basic medicine of like how to stabilize people, right?
Not exactly. I'm not very good at that. I've never been trained. It was more I learned it through prayer. But I'm sure it's not too much different. I could try it. I could recite a few prayers, and maybe that'll help.
Maybe that will.
Okay, so talking to
Wait,
the books
before-
thing. Maybe they like
before we
stuff.
go, since we're in the dragon, aren't we in the dragon section or the like
blue
The
dragon
blue
section.
dragon section.
Yeah, so we're in a blue dragon room, and there's stuff to fight a blue dragon. Like, is there maybe a dragon room for the kind of dragon that we were just talking
Yeah,
to, and it would
there
have
is.
like the stuff to go fight that dragon?
We found that room, and that was
We
our
did?
next room. Yeah, because
Did
I
we go
pointed
in
it out
already?
the forbidden dragons. That would
Oh,
fall under.
yeah. So we should go there. Like maybe there's a flute of catch that dragon.
I think the
Right?
flute will
I mean,
work on
there was a
any
flute of catch a blue dragon here. Oh, I didn't
What-
know if it was specific.
think-
We're in the blue
right,
dragon
Matt?
room.
Yeah, you identified it is good for catching any dragon. It is blue because it currently
Oh, I
holds
thought
a
it was
blue
just blue
one.
dragons.
Yeah. But the
Gotcha.
the mask we found is only good for blue dragons.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like we should at least take a look, right?
I think so, because anything would help us. I mean, even knowledge about these creatures.
Why did they have to be blue? I mean,
Because dragons come in all colors, Mother.
Would you rather call them azure,
as your what?
blues?
As your blue?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Shauna just cracks up and just, I think, exits the room.
Marvell's just shaking his head, looking at this flute, thinking I could end everything right here. And he slowly walks out behind Shauna.
Do you take the flute with you?
I guess.
Who also is carrying the mask? We should specify.
Yes, who has the blue dragon mask?
Or do we let Palin run off with it? That would make sense.
He did
Oh,
not
no.
take the blue dragon mask. He would, in your talking, he communicated he thinks this might be a piece of what you're trying to do.
So, would anybody like to wear this?
Well, I mean,
Mother Esme does match your.
I
Color.
suppose it won't hurt anything, right? I mean, I'll put it on, sure.
Which head?
What?
Nothing. I will also leave the room.
I will follow suit.
If I can see where I'm going, I'll follow them.
Yeah. So you put on this mask of glossy azure spikes, and it immediately reshapes to fit your face. can attune to it.
Oh,
It's very becoming.
the mask of what?
This is the blue dragon mask. It's in loot.
Oh, okay.
It's on D&D Beyond.
Got it.
This as well.
Hey, at least you can do something. You can use Dragon Bell.
Oof. At least you can do something. Oof.
It, does,
You got more than just that, though.
it doesn't give her dragon breath.
Oh, no, it doesn't. You're right. It says if you have a breath weapon. Never mind.
Yeah. All right.
Just scratch
so-
that.
You get legendary resistance, though.
Oh, I feel much better at performing now.
So, forbidden dragons or
Forbidden Dragons or Cricket's book about Oathbow.
which one's closer do we see on the map?
It's negligible. Because you're going to the books.
Yeah.
It's like a hall of the books. So it's not like, it's not like it's,
Ah, okay.
you know. So Esme, you. Oh. Hello there, Esme.
Hi.
You
Are you the
feeling
mask?
okay? No.
Oh.
No, it's me. I
Are
believe you refer to me as T.
Oh, yes. It's good to hear from you. How are you?
I'm actually doing quite well, thanks to you.
I'm glad to hear it.
This mask allows us to communicate.
Really?
You have my plate. You have one of the 5 dragon masks.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like being able to talk to you. So anything new?
Well, the children of Singorn are doing very well.
That's great. We were actually going to go visit them before we ended up in Moelsmyr.
They will be very happy to see you.
Really? That's great. How many children are there?
Right now?
Well, yes.
100 or so.
100. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
All alive because of you.
That's you know, that's actually really nice. It's good to have good news.
And they can't say they haven't. They are getting used to this new life of theirs, but
Are they able to make choices, and are they still of their own mind?
oh, absolutely. They are as they were before, in mind and spirit. Of course, you saw the physical differences.
I did. It worried me a little, but
You can't to tap into to do what that is taps into me very deeply, and thus a physical change. But no, they are free as they were. They will be free.
that's good. That's really all that matters. I'm glad that you're still talking to me, by the way. I don't know if you've heard, but Paylor has kind of cut me out.
I think he believes it's time for you to make a choice.
What kind of choice?
I think there were things that we don't talk that much, but sometimes back when I was on my world, there would be those who would think about serving another. And I would gladly empower them through their search. But when they got so stuck that they could be harmful, I would pull back so that they could make a choice. Because it was time for them to do so. They had shopped around, as you say.
I see.
Because there are those who, especially those who, I think a lot of us, sometimes when we are worshipped by someone at a very young age, we understand that maybe they didn't have as free of a choice as we would want for them. We let them explore, and we ask them, and as they delay, we kind of go, all right, now it's time to make your free choice.
I mean, that makes sense. So you're saying I have to make a choice?
I suppose you don't have to. But me certainly Paylor isn't going to empower you. At least I don't think he is. Again, we
No.
don't talk.
The magic that he gave me is kind of not here anymore. But he did warn me. He did. I just got a little desperate. And I talked to your cousin. And I guess for a moment, became a little too desperate. And I think it's probably for the best that I don't talk to those two for now. But I've never had a problem with you. You've never given me ultimatums or tried to get me to do something I didn't want to do. In fact, you actually freely gave me a lot of wonderful things, and you helped Dewdrop with his family. And you even answered my desperate cry, even when I knew you didn't have to. And I won't forget that. And I think I'm looking now not so much for power. I just want to help. The way that I helped with the child in Singorn, it was one of the best things I've ever done. Better than anything I ever did through Paylor. Paylor gave me impressive things. He gave me weapons, and I've never been one for war. That probably doesn't make any sense.
Makes perfect sense, Esme. I've had my fill of war. I have no taste for it.
Nor do I. Are you able to help me?
I can give you a portion. Not because I don't want to help you more, Esme, but I told you when we met, my power is very weak.
Well, if you can see me now, I promise you I'm a lot more weak than you are. Any help would be sufficient.
If the idea of, if you want me, there's you met my cousin.
Yes.
The reason I am weak here is because the root of us empowers her here. If it is possible to siphon that power from that version to me, in which case you would have more.
I think I know someone who would be willing to help with weakening your cousin. He talks about it all the time. But in the meantime, is there somewhere you can point me? I can't even help my friends.
The first step here would be to collect the 5 masks.
Okay.
And then we can talk about what's next. But until then, I will give you the breath I have left, which I'm using to speak to you. I will not be able to talk until you grab another mask. Do you understand?
I do.
And there is this, hear the sound of an impossibly large creature breathing. And in front of your face, you see 5 heads of dragons. The 5 chromatics breathe ice, lightning, poison, and acid and fire all in one, combining to a bright white light that enters through the mask, the mouth of your mask, and into you. As you have access to all your spell slots, but they cannot be replenished by resting.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll say mechanically, as you grab the dragon masks, each one would allow you replenishment of your spell slots, but just the one.
Okay. Great news, everyone. I can use magic for a short moment again, but
What's the name?
we're going to have to find more of these masks for me to continue to be useful. It's a long story. And good night. We really should look at weakening Tiamat.
Okay, call me a little confused, but you're telling me that you got power from dragon masks that are made to like resemble Tiamat, and now you're able to use magic again, and you want me to help?
I only want you to help me weaken Tiamat. But right now I'm just cut off from a lot of things, and I've found a way to open my magic up temporarily through this mask. And apparently, if we find the other ones, I can redo that. But it's just, I guess until we get out of the library, I'm just kind of limited in what I can do.
All right. I will help you. Just do me a favor. If you talk to her again.
Tiamat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I will.
would I be talking about?
Well, right. I don't ever want to talk to Tiamat again.
Okay, but just do me a favor. Next time she reaches out to you, or whatever happened last time, before you come and ask me to take my sword out and chop off your head, please try and have a conversation first.
I will. But don't worry, I'm not planning to ever talk to Tiamat.
Okay. I'm just worried about all of you. I mean, we've only been together a little bit, and you guys seem to really walk that line between really, really good and really, really bad. It's like completely in the middle, but you're like 20 million feet up and just like tiptoeing one or the other.
No,
It's like
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I did originally go to Tiamat because I thought she might help me with my mother, but I had a change of heart and I haven't talked to her since. And that's what I told you. And I'm telling you again, I don't plan to ever answer her call.
Okay.
And I would tell you if she tried to reach me.
Okay. Thank you. That makes me feel better. That way I can at least have a chance of chopping off at least one of her heads if that happens.
Exactly.
Alright. Where to next, guys?
Before we go wandering off into the books, I do think we should contact the Book Sphinx and try to see if we can find a way to get one of us permission.
Oh, right.
Yes. so
Library.
I will do ascend. Well, let's head back to where we met him before, and I'll do ascending.
Mm-hmm.
Shauna will go, hey, we met you earlier with our buddy, the librarian Palin. He decided to ditch us because he had other things to do. Can we talk?
There, the shelving 50 feet off the ground of the books moves, revealing a muscular creature with wings and a female face, carrying a limp body in its mouth like a cat. Crawls down the books, vertically down, comes out and lets go of the body and looks up.
What you got there?
Just pass, but it sleeps. The other give permission for credentials to be transferred. So I brought the interloper here. He said the one called Shauna or the one called Marvelous would be good. Who accepts the libraries?
Mother Esme, would you like a job?
Okay.
Shh, didn't say I accept.
Esme, he was worried about you.
Oh. Okay.
Do you wish to be the librarian? He didn't say I couldn't make you librarian, so.
I accept.
Ah. And kind of like a cat does, kind of begins coughing up a fur ball. And out comes this medallion. You cannot have it in your heart, for your being is taken up by another. But that will give you the permissions.
Okay. I go to pick it up.
Blows softly, and the thing climbs back up and re-enters the bookshelves as it closes. As soon as it does, Carrie Ann rushes to this thing. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And immediately puts their hand in as there's a glow of putrid light of green and black energy as the thing's eyes, the person's eyes open. The hell did you get here? And Ross, would you describe your character?
Waking up off the floor is well, he's in half work. He looks pretty sick though. Sick as in like unhealthy, kind of verging on extreme. Maroon skin, it's paling in some places. Dark lavender purple hair that's tied back and kind of unkept as it hasn't been cut for a little while. His garments are dirty, very dirty. One especially over his shoulders that has a little bit of a hood function is like created out of rat pelts and like pieces of insects. He does have like armaments on and everything, and he has a shield and this staff that is just lying next to his fingers. That's just like obsidian granite, like up top, and it goes to wood, like a tree would if it was struck by lightning. And as he wakes up, there's these like orange irises that just what?
Didn't know you made it out of the Deadlands. Sorry, I did not know you made it out of the Deadlands.
Well, I found a way. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Am I the only one?
I don't know who you're here with, but they said the only living one they found. The one that guards the library.
Oh.
These are ones I am showing around Moelsmyr currently.
Okay.
I see you two know each other.
I helped to train these people in the ways of a corrupted nature.
Ah,
I can try to help you out a little bit there if you're. Do you mind? And I'll kind of reach out like I'm gonna drop some magic on you. Do you all right with that?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Am I losing?
You'd be at 30 HP currently.
30 HP. Gotcha.
Can I, in looking at him, can I tell, is he in need of a greater restoration or just some healing? Is there some kind of effect on him that I can discern?
There is something you look at, like Kyrian, whose magic and everything about him seems to be of this infected place. It is very similar when you look at Azak.
Okay.
Not a disease, but as you pull from the pure natural world, there is a corrupted or unnatural thing that he has used your same type of druidic magic, but is pulling from there.
Okay. So I will just kind of reach down, put my hand on your shoulder, and just kind of warm green glow will come out, and I will heal you for 28 31.
31, okay.
Hopefully a little closer to getting you back on your feet.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep, I'm Doom Drop, by the way.
Azak.
Nice to
And
meet
like as he wakes up a little more, he's kind of less groggy and less not as emotional as he was. He's just very still. Dewdrop. All you.
And I'd say, as you look at Dewdrop, it is someone who has the purity of wild nature that is what druids tend to be. It is, as much as you carry a much darker version, this is what probably the place where you now draw your power looked like once.
I've met people like us, but everyone's always different. Thank you for the help. You'll just get up. Okay.
Kieran will go to Goodnight real quick. We should say this now. He will smell weird. Don't kill him.
What?
Hey, you act like I want to kill everything.
He won't always register as quite living, but I assure you he is fine. Okay.
When he says he smells weird, Critters is just gonna go ahead and start sniffing around in the air, just in general. And does he look still hurt?
What do you feel like Azek smells like?
He's okay. I mean, other than like the aesthetic of just decay, he's probably been rolling around in dino innards. Definitely
excellent.
and definitely like this like vermin. The stench of vermin is basically like shrouding the outer layers of him right now, like just rats and dino.
Dewdrop will produce flame in the hand that he healed you with. Just kind of like burn off whatever's left over. Like, it's really good to meet you.
Yeah. That's fire. You should really put that out.
Oh yeah.
If he's still looking hurt, Critters will also go up and give him some cure wounds. He's gonna let the bugs, instead of his hand actually touching, he's just gonna let his bugs touch you instead, and do the healing through that.
Ooh. Kind of like does that thing where like spiders and bugs just crawl around the hand. He kind of just moves it so they're all just
Yeah,
like
it's
in one
mainly
spot.
beetles and crickets instead. Is my D8? Yes. 16 more points. For sure.
We're getting there.
And don't worry, Karen. I won't kill him as long as he doesn't give me a reason to kill him. Hey, and didn't you know I'm a pacifist?
When he passes his fist, hello.
Same difference, right?
Yeah, I'm Shauna Arwana.
And he just looks at the tiefling in the corner and like the bard, I think. Just
You more or less look at the blue dragon masked individual with horns.
Yeah. Just
I don't know. There's
Marvelous is standing as far away as possible. Just good grief.
Well then,
Welcome.
thanks. Good to be here. You're kind of far away.
It's okay, really. Good to have you.
I won't be talking to him then. Okay. What's going on now?
Obviously we just rescued you, so why are you here?
I came here looking for answers. I came here to further understand the phenomenon that is the Deadlands, and I thought that the answers I would find probably would be here. Just made sense. There's another corrupted point in the lands. Didn't have to travel too far to get to it. I just needed people to come with me, and I had people. But it sounds like they're all gone.
Did you find your information while you were here before they all died?
I barely made it to the front door.
Oh. Well, welcome to the library.
I guess I'm sorry for your losses.
He just shrugs.
Right
I
there.
mean, we know how. Well, I mean, I guess we kind of found some information on how this whole thing in Sabalier started. It was by a lich. I think she's still absorbing the bodies downstairs in this book kind of thing. Yeah, there's a stone wall protecting it.
Yeah, she's like number 4 on our list. Like we've got a couple of to-dos, and then taking care of the person who screwed the Savalier wood is it's on the list. It's just not at the top.
So what's the list then?
Well, we have to find a book about bows, a book about smithing,
Some books for the kids in Singorn.
some children books, and then we also
Kill a
have
dragon.
to find a few more masks of the dragon that my friend over here is wearing. She has that blue one on, you can see. I guess there's multiple colored ones. We have to find those, and then information to possibly stop an ancient type evil dragon that's protecting my friend's book that he wants.
Oh, what, the green one?
The green one.
Never mind.
No,
That's a different dragon.
no.
I guess.
This one is, I think, this one is the shadow dragon that attacks Singorn.
I don't know anything about that.
You should keep up on your current dates. Like, yeah.
Matt, how long has it been since the events of Azok last been around with a party?
Roughly a year.
Okay. At least I've been away from civilization for the past 6 months. So if maybe I just don't go to the same newsstand as you do. Preferably that all the cities I went to are gone. Except for Nicodranas. That place is pretty cool.
We tend to go across continents.
Okay, that's pretty
But
cool.
we can catch you up. Lots of stuff has happened. We can catch you up. Most of it's happened. I think all of the stuff that's happened in the last few months has happened to us directly.
Oh, good. There's another merry band of misfits doing crazy shit on the planet. That's great.
Oh, you heard of us?
No, I didn't hear you. I was with another group, and they had a. Well, I don't know what you guys are doing, but they had some pretty messed up stuff happen to them.
Yep.
We're just
Same game.
Well, I mean, we're not that bad. We're just trying to reunite our friend with her mother
Mhm.
and stop some overall scheme of this thing called the Callers that
domination.
they're making. Yeah.
I'm not knocking you for your intentions. I just know that just shit happens along the way that cause more problems. That's life.
So you definitely know this song. That for sure.
I
Because
gotta
that seems to be exactly what's happening.
tell you about a
actually
dragon.
do have a quest to kill a giant green worm.
Oh yes, we do.
That's
have
like 14th on the list. It's so low.
Well, when we get there, Azok has some. We'll finally start talking about it. All right. Dragon masks, books, and more
Yeah.
books.
lots of books.
We do have a key to the library. If you have something you're specifically looking for, we can try to help you find it.
All right then.
Also,
Yeah, let me think about it.
also don't just randomly grab books without getting with Shauna first, because some books will try and kill you.
Yep.
Who was the unfortunate soul that had to learn that lesson?
No one
Yeah.
yet.
No.
He's gone
Oh, you
now.
guys are. All right, your odds of surviving this are very higher. This is cool.
We've learned to check things before just grabbing most of the time.
Yeah, and you would think people would actually know how to do that. Other people just press buttons.
Yeah.
When you've been places that we've had to learn the hard way.
All right then. Yeah, I guess I'll tag along.
Great. More the merrier.
You don't happen to have lantern oil by chance, do you? I'm all tapped out, and he's gonna tap on his. Critters is gonna tap on his little lantern.
He's gonna He's gonna go reach into a small, scruffy bag and put his whole arm in, and just check it. That's nope. I'm feeling around for a torch. That's the other hat. I gotta. That's a potion of healing, and nope. Sorry.
Oh wow. He's gonna put that lantern on his hip, and hopefully we can find some along the way.
Sure. I guess I'll look out. You just need like what, like lantern oil? Like there's none. What's lighting up this place? Like what am I actually looking at here?
I believe somebody had a rod of light, right?
A rod of light?
We had some type of light going on, right?
I had the lantern of revealing, but I'm pretty sure it's been at least the 4 hours we've been here.
Shauna would have light going if we need
Okay,
light.
so
Yeah.
All right. You guys can start searching. I'm gonna think about what I want to be looking for.
All right, so back to now, since we have permission with Mother Esme as being the librarian. Where should we go next?
Esme's just feeding Ozzy during all that.
Oh,
have you described
Right.
Ozzy?
I don't even know what Ozzy looks like. I've always pictured like a hellhound or something, but I'm pretty sure that's not accurate at all.
Not oh.
There was a picture in chat, like
Yeah,
Octoberish, but it's been a while.
there was.
Also, just seeing the mask that Matt put in.
Yes.
That's on. Okay, cool.
Okay, let's continue. I'll try to see if I can refine that. But...
Mm-hmm.
Where are we
Critter-
going?
Critters or the dragon masks? I mean, should we do critters thing first?
You did say that was fourth on your list, the dragon stuff. So I think let's do it like you said it.
yeah, his thing should be the smallest thing, right? I mean,
Let's do it.
hopefully.
We can knock 2 stones with 1 book, maybe. Looking for a smithing book as well. For good night.
Those don't sound like things that will murder us, so let's do those.
All right.
Why do
Oh.
I have a feeling in this place everything's going to try and murder us with Arla?
So, what section are you looking for in the library? This is where we always come
Shauna
to.
would be looking for elven, like, weaponry, mainly like ancient elven techniques to make it, because
Elven smithing.
yes.
Okay. I think then. Yeah, I think elven culture and lore. Ancient, I think, is probably what you find.
And I did find it real quick, actually. I just posted the link for Ozzy.
Oh, nice. So you, this is actually book 7.
All right.
You pull this out, and as it comes out of the shelf, it grows in size. It almost falls to the ground. It nearly topples you. It's huge and heavy, and you open it, and there are just countless names who've come in and out here. And you go towards essentially the last page.
There's no death wards on this one, right?
No.
Shauna? Alright. Curtis is gonna write his name in the book.
All right, just write your name. You see critters vanish.
Do you drop a follow suit?
Don't worry, that's what happens here.
How does
Right.
it work?
Try. You write your name and you disappear.
Take out a piece of chalk or something like that. Just Azak Group. And then I get sucked in.
Yeah, and the chalk becomes ink immediately. And then all right. So all of you go in.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta check. Sometimes people hang out. Wait, it's all good. I love it. Perfect. You hear yourselves moved around quickly, transported somewhere. You come back, and there is a grand hall. Immediately well lit from the center by a 50-foot diameter chandelier. It has large, almost bonfire-like torches that encircle around it, burning a bright silver on the out. On the next inner ring, it is gold, and in the very center is one large fire that burns a bright pink. These lights seem to light this entire space, 200 feet wide, easily 90 feet tall. Trees grow from the walls and make the arch that supports the entire structure. And you look, and what at first appears like stained glass on the sides and above, it's revealed to be almost this translucent leaf structure that makes patterns and images that depict elves settling from the Feywild, and even elves separating from other species within Fey itself. The grand culture, all this proclaims the might. Immediately get there's no negatives. Everything is like in this grand adios thing all around, and starting 50 feet above and coming down are just books. Moving between moving along the shelves, you see hordes of animals. There's cats and monkeys and various ones with tails that all seem to be prehensile and are dusting. Others are shining, keeping this entire area pristine, and the books in perfect cover. You even see what looks like a badger sitting at a large table where there's a book that's been brought to him, and he's taking different tools to fix the binding. There's another one where it looks like he's rebinding. these animals seem to be taking care perfectly, these things. And as you arrive, there's a moment where they all look and then hurriedly get back to work. What would you like to do?
Critters will turn back to the group again. And like, again, did not expect this to come out of this book.
Yeah. What the hell?
Critters is just looking around, and I guess he would start looking at the book that at least the Badger is working on.
You want something? The Badger says. Kind of working here, and you want to look at the thing that I am trying to fix. That's BS.
Sorry,
No
I'm
need
not
to
used
badger us. No need to badger us. It's
Wow. Wow. Look at you. Hey, did you hear it? This guy's a regular original piece.
I'm sorry, I just did not realize you guys could speak. I've never been here before, so what book are you working on by chance?
What even is this thing? Oh yes, this would be the second Senate season of Moelsmyr. It's a bunch of minutes and meeting notes and all those things. Few things they passed.
Oh.
Wow, that guy looks like crap. He looks at Azak. Okay. Let's just everyone. Where's Pierre? And this red macaw kind of flies. Well, hello. Oh, I see why he called me. What do you want? We would rather you not make it more work for us, especially the messy one. Oh, come on. You need a mirror?
Why am I devilishly handsome?
What are you looking for?
Don't look at me, that's him.
I'm just looking for something to help me fix this, and he's gonna pull out the Oathbreaker bow or Oathkeeper bow.
Oh. I see. That would be
Or Oath bow, yeah.
that would be the I see both weaponry. Right. Well, that would definitely be the realm of the smithies. That is at least going to be 2 miles this way. Follow me.
All right, I'll start following.
Tighten up my bootlaces, straps.
And indeed, the way that the design here is there's this optical illusion going because of the way the shelves are angled, that there is a wall where this ends, and as you keep going forward, you begin to see past it, that it continues further and further, but it always looks like it ends about 100 feet away from you. And it doesn't look like it's magic so much as just a very careful design.
Looking back, do we see the entrance, or is it like 100 feet back? We only see books.
You see the entrance on the way back. It doesn't seem to go the other way.
Right.
Though after a while, it just fades into nothingness because of just line of sight.
Just making sure. You said this room was 2
Excuse me.
miles?
The direction
Oh.
we have to go in.
I said 2 miles away. It goes much further than that.
What are all these books here for? Like, are these like all the minutes and everything that's happened in Moelsmyr, or?
Well, no, it's not just Moelsmyr. This is the founding, the beginning of Elven culture. Believe me, because you have ancient and you have Middle Age, you have modern, you have thoughts about the future. There's many more wings dedicated to elves. We are one wing in a very complex system.
He'll turn to Shauna and is like, "Is that how ancient your people are?"
Oh, yes. I mean, we can live for thousands of years if we don't die.
Oh,
Alright.
you're smart, Shauna. You might be able to help me.
With what?
How old do dwarves live?
A long time, good night.
I mean, you know, I told you I was abandoned at the orphanage, so I really don't know
Oh,
much about my people. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of dwarves that are
what orphanage were
practitioners.
you abandoned at? Good night. Like,
The temple. I mean,
well,
the
yes,
temple and orphanage, same difference.
Bahamut. Was that the one in Vasselheim?
Yes, the one you guys got me banned from.
I wonder. I mean, Uzadurn is a dwarven citadel that we're close to. You could be from there.
Never heard of it.
Huh. I wonder where you came from.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who my parents are. Can't really help you there. Left in a picnic basket on the steps. Which you would really think that someone, I mean, you guys saw how long those steps are to the temple. You would have thought someone would have seen something.
Which step was it? Was it like the bottom step or like the top step?
I don't know. I never asked. And by the time I thought to ask, everyone that I could ask was dead.
Well, you do have a parent. Good night. You have Bahamut.
Touche. And my kind of father that you talked to that told me to never come back to the town?
Yep, that one too.
But you've got us.
And us.
Yes. I do have family still. That makes the short dwarf with stubby legs walk 2 miles. That was a joke.
Well, good, because we're shooting for 3 minutes.
Plus, we gotta walk back too.
Well, I say after we get there, we don't walk back today because I feel like all we've been doing is fighting something to then decide not to go to the pits of the abyss and then go and possibly have to fight something else and then decide not to do it. and then walk
Yeah, how late
some
is it in the
more.
day?
It is.
What is the date you said?
No, what
Oh,
time?
how
of
late
the
is
day?
it in the day?
What later the day? Let's see here. Did you do the rest? Then you came. So yeah, it's roughly 3 p.m. Or it's precisely 3 p.m. 3:02 p.m.
Precisely 3:02. 33, 34. As we're walking, Shauna is going to move back to Mother Esme a little bit and kind of pull her back and be like, Mother, could I talk to you for a second?
Of course.
I figured I'd bring this up to you because this will end up involving you. I've
Me?
given up the idea of going through the dark path of Lichdom. You see, when Palin was leaving, me and him swapped information. I gave him that information to give to his mentor because what he had found, I decided to keep. Do you remember what he found?
Yes, the book,
Yes, the ritual.
right?
My idea though is instead of releasing who the ritual is designed for, what if we were to grant it to Takhisis herself and bring her to this world?
I mean, she is the enemy of Tiamat. And she has helped us. I think that might be a wise idea.
All right, as long as you think so, then.
Yes, I mean, she seems like a good deity. In all my talks with her, she's always been very pleasant. And plus, it would certainly be a wonderful gift to Goodnight as well, having an extra ally against Bahamut's enemy. I've been meaning to do something good for Goodnight, and I feel like this would help mend our friendship.
Well, then I think we'll have to find those masks, and I will help you perform this ritual.
All right. Yes. Okay. That would be wonderful.
It will be something.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's catch up to the group.
Yes, let's. Before we destroy the universe.
So, Azora, why are you only sometimes dead? Oh, Karen said that you will sometimes show up as undead. Why do you only sometimes smell undead?
I think it has to do with prolonged exposure to the Deadlands.
No.
You know what I mean by the Deadlands, right?
I I don't think so. Matt, would Goodnight have any clue what?
Probably not. You've spent your entire life on Isura and probably
Yep.
have not heard of this.
No, I've got no clue what the Deadlands are. Hey guys, did we cause that one or no?
Oh no, I can tell you, you didn't cause that.
Okay.
Nope. Was not
No.
me or my group.
No. I know who did it. And I don't hate them for it, but I need to fix it.
It wasn't the convent either.
No, that'd be a really big problem if it was your convent.
I was in Jorhas at the time, so nowhere near it.
Sure. Well, the Deadlands started in center of Wildmount and Zadash. I was there when that happened. A couple of adventurers were leading us from outside of Diastock to over there, and we were basically refugees. We couldn't inhabit our home anymore. They went in, and I think not even a day later, the Deadlands started sprouting out of the city, and then kind of took over everything. I lost a lot of friends along the way, and I have it on good authority that I have people in Zadash still waiting for me.
You say it started sprouting out of the city. What did it look like?
Just people were hurting each other. People were getting infected by undeath. It was gruesome.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and then quickly it spread all across the Marrow Valley. It only was just stopped by, I forget who it was. It was some archmage over in Rexentrum that did it. It's contained now, as it hasn't gotten as far up. But I've been trying to get in Zadash, and I thought I can get some answers here. And if I can't get in there, then maybe I can find a way to bring back everybody. I'm gonna phrase that again. I'm trying to get rid of the Deadlands in Zadash. That way I can get my family back.
And Esme leans over to Marvelous and is looking at Azok. Marvelous,
Yeah.
has he been here this whole time?
Possibly.
I feel like I've been lost in my own world. Shall I introduce myself?
Yeah, and Marvelous will look over at the macaw leading the way and say, "Well, two can play at that game, so." Toucan's a bird.
Oh, that's quite good. Oh, I like that. That's really good.
Oh, the
All
puns
the
keep
small
coming.
party guys.
But I feel like he's probably been here a while. It might be rude to introduce myself now, right?
No, you can introduce. Azok, please.
Oh, hey, you're a lot closer than before.
Yeah. I'm getting used to the odoriferous perfume that is protruding from your presence. Let me introduce you to Esme. Mother Esme.
Hello. It's a pleasure.
Ma'am.
And you are?
I'm Azok.
Azok.
Yes.
As you were, Azak. Is that a good one, Marvelous?
Azok, welcome, and it's nice to have you with us.
Thanks.
Esme's got a
You'll
cult.
Yeah, you'll get used to us.
Yeah.
So
She's got
anyway,
a cult
night.
of working mothers. Or
No, you
something.
won't, but I just wanted to make you feel better.
So to answer your question, good night. I may seem dead half the time, but don't worry, I'm not dead yet.
No
I
kidding.
thought about becoming dead.
Oh yeah, what stopped you?
What it did to the Savalier Woods.
See, she gets it. No, I don't recommend this at all.
Well, as someone who lost their family for quite some time, I hope that you're successful.
Thank you.
They're still alive then.
I haven't got in to confirm it, but that's what the last person told me. I have on high authority to believe him.
That's good news.
We're a really good group at reuniting people with their family members.
Yeah, they reunited me with mine in like a week. I hadn't seen
We
him in
just
300
reunited
years.
Critters with his mom like 2 days ago.
Oh, so the turnaround's
Work-
pretty good.
working on it.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yes, but every time it's so scary.
I keep forgetting they talk.
As
I'm
this
so
doll
used to
just
it.
moves, Marinette swings like, haha, and whips you with them. Surprise ya!
Oh God.
I know we're all things beast folk, but I've never really cared for talking animals.
Hey now.
Did I completely forget that you're an animal? Yes.
Cool.
Oh, he's a
He is a
kingu.
bird.
Yeah.
Ozzy doesn't talk. This is Ozzy, by the way.
That's a big cat. Kind of, he'll go to like, I guess, touch it. I don't know how they'll react to someone like Azok, but he'll just go and touch.
Oh, he's friendly.
Ish.
It's a good start. Hello.
Only bites sometimes.
Talking animal.
All right. And eventually, you, after an hour or so of travel, you come to a place. Here it seems everything widens up even more, and there is 5 concentric circles of wooded area with the leaves almost making a place where people you think would sit. There's logs that come out of 5 layers, kind of like an amphitheater, where below there's 100-foot wide almost stage that is equipped with tools of fletching and sword making. There seems to be a forge itself that just is on and doesn't seem to consume anything, but just is hot and flame. So there's no meadow nearby, but all the tools of the trade seem to be here. And the macaw flies away and soon comes back with another book. This one, its binding, its cover seems to be constructed purely out of leaves, many, many layers, making a protective area. The pages seem to be more like actual thin planks of wood that have been burned into to describe many processes and written beautifully in. When you look at the leaves, the veins of the leaves tend to cross each other, and the veins themselves move and curl to make an elvish script that reads in kind of very old form elvish. The book of fletching and bow making by Lyrian Thill.
And Chris is just gonna open it up and just start like flipping through it, reading it as much as possible, and looking around as well. Is there like any like fletching kits or something laying
Yeah.
about, or
There's the tools to do what you need to do.
okay?
You have the raw thing.
Well, should we rest here a while you, if you want to take a look at that?
If you guys don't mind. And
I
he,
don't mind.
Critters will pull out the oath bow and his original bow that he had, and trying to see if he can use it for spare parts if possible, if there's enough parts here. And yeah, he's just gonna start looking through the book for where the oaths, like anything that resembles oath bow, and or the script for where did I put it?
Yeah. Looking at here, you can see what would be needed. And it hits you because you know that a lot of these creatures are things of the Savalier wood. But what you find depictions of them here thousands of years before the issue happened.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last very part? Brain's moving way too fast right now.
Yeah. You're finding what you need, including how to use the parts of the creature that you grabbed to do this. But this is a guide to a creature that supposedly is recent to the Savalier wood, created by it, but this is way before the Savalier wood occurred that this would have been made.
So, like, it sounds like something brought the creatures to the Savalier wood nowadays, or
That's a fair assessment.
Does it name the creature at all?
It doesn't seem to give it a name. Just sort of has its anatomy and how one would make the bow from it.
Looking at the script and the looking at the bow, does it look like he can like determine what's fully broken on it?
Well, it's about using the creature. So, you know this. You basically can make. Are you proficient with any of the weapon making tools?
No.
Okay. then you would
Mhm.
make a straight up, I would say, as you're following this, survival check.
Can I help or aid in any way?
Yeah, if you want to work together, you can give advantage.
Do whatever I can to assist.
Yeah. I guess like to help roleplay, Crow's just gonna describe the creature to Dewdrop. And it's a 4 and a 5 or a 8.
Oh, rough.
So you all spend a good 8 hours here attempting to do this, spending the time, and as you bend the bow, something's off. You feel like you follow the instructions. You don't know if there's enough oil applied, but you hear just the slightest cracking, and you let go and are worried about ruining this piece.
I don't know about this anymore now that it's also very foreign. But yet, it's right on the edge of my grasp. Like, I know bows. I know arrows, but it's so very different than what I'm used to.
Sorry, I wish I could help, but sadly, it's a lot harder to hit wood with a hammer than it is metal.
Why not try again?
I think I should. It was cracking. It sounded like so. Maybe the elves back in Utherdorn would be able to help me better, especially if we are able to take this book out of here.
I do know somebody that could help us. You also with it. My friend, fiance, he's very good with weapons, and he's actually really good with his hands. He normally works on jewelry, and so he's really good with small, meticulous items. He's close by. After here, we could head there.
Okay.
Unless you'd want to try yourself one more time.
I can hang on to it and wait. And you'll see Critters just like look over the oath bow with admiration and stuff. It's a beautiful piece. I'd rather not break it. And he's gonna start putting it away. And then you'll see him put away his original bow as well.
Has Shauna mentioned having a fiance?
I mean, you guys have got hints of it.
Okay.
She's dropped it a lot. I mean, if there's a giant statue of a Goliath in her mansion.
Oh, okay.
That guy.
She's kind of told you she's been on search for this whole,
Mhm.
Lichstone thing with him.
I just couldn't remember.
My butt's tired from sitting here for 8 hours.
Oh, I'm gonna take a short rest.
Just wondering, since
Good night.
critters
We're at a
and
forge. Do you want to try anything with some of this metal stuff we have?
Yes, I would, but it's kind of 11 o'clock at night.
So,
You know, we're not liches yet, and we still need sleep.
I don't
Not
need
all-
sleep, actually.
Really? Me neither.
See? I guess, okay, fine.
Speaking of which, why don't we go ahead and take our break?
We'll have a short rest and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
These messages.
We're back. All right. Here we are. So what do you like to do?
I think we're long resting.
All right.
So, out of curiosity, Matt, would you have allowed wild critters and Dewdrop was working on the bow for Goodnight and Shauna to have been working with that fancy metal in the forge?
Let's find a few to like. This is the metal from the fire giants.
It is.
Yup.
All right. What would you like to try to do?
How much would you want to try with Goodnight?
Just enough to make another agate or two, however many it takes, and just try and make them into agates. I know it'll take a ingot. I know it'll take a while to forge anything, but at least we might try and just like shape it and see if it takes anything. What do you think, Sean?
Go for it, yeah. I've never watched people do it, never done it myself.
And we'll use the shaping hammer.
Yeah, I would say with the tools you have, you can definitely turn your ore into ingots here, which would cut down on the ultimate mass that you have with you.
Ooh, so how much would it be then of the 500 or 200? How much would we?
I would say you can take 10 ore and get 5 ingots during the time you have. So 5 pounds, basically.
Well, I tried, but I only got rid of 10 pounds from you.
Just takes time, and so we're trying to use that time to do so.
Oh, yeah.
So does this place seem like a safer place to camp for the night than where we've been camping? Certainly doesn't seem as murderous.
That's enough for me. And Azak will kind of just like open up his pack, put out a dusty little blanket, and then just kind of lay there. Shut eye. Might as well do it now.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Dewdrop,
Yes.
do you have a deity?
Well, I often, when I'm alone in my travels, I've said some words to the Moonweaver. She's never talked back, but I never, I guess, never really asked her to. But it has, reaching out like that kind of has occasionally made me feel something bigger than just the nature around me. But I've never talked to a deity.
Well, I suppose that will do. Could you every night I would say a blessing to Palor, and I can't really do that anymore. So would you say one for Moonweaver?
Of course. One of the things that I've been told is really important to the Moonweaver is that you find and travel your own path. And I think what you've been going through sounds a lot like that to me. It sounds like you're trying to find your own path, and I know it's difficult right now with everything that's happening with Paylor and that kind of thing, but like, you'll get there. You'll find your path. I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Dewdrop will fumble his way through a prayer to the Moonweaver. He really isn't good at it. No one's ever really taught him anything about it. He just kind of does it because he heard somebody do it.
That was wonderful.
I think that's how it goes. I'm not, like I said, she never said anything back, so I don't know if I'm doing it right, but
I think you did it perfectly.
While everyone else goes to sleep, Shauna's gonna wait until everyone's asleep, and then finally pull out the scroll she's had gotten from Palin. She was gonna look at it, and she's gonna cast skill empowerment on herself for Arcana expertise. She wants to see if she can try to figure a way out by using Dekesis instead of Tiamat. If she can subvert the scroll. Since we do have the plate, if we were able to collect all the masks and everything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And since you are an elf here, you have advantage.
Let's go.
As you feel you're doing this, there are whispers of the library pointing you to various things. The books talk to you.
33.
Impossible. Okay. You begin looking at this ritual. There are several components. One is an artifact called the Mask of the Dragon Queen, which is made by gathering all 5 chroma masks, and they are combined into one. Another is gathering enough material for a dragon's hoard. One greater and worthy of the Queen of all Dragons. And the third element is a relic. An enormous, what looks like horn, called the Drakhorn. Usually a few 20 feet long. After that, there are other things that can make it easier or harder. You find reference to the object that Esme wears around her neck that would add potency to such a thing. That's the context of the scroll. ultimately, as well as a few artifacts that it can point to if it would so desire, that you don't think would be here. But looking deeply and trying to understand this with the plate that you have, this would... The mask... I would say this. The horde represents the desire, the animus almost, of bringing forth such a creature. The horn represents their children. And the mask represents... the horn would also represent the body. And the masks represents the mind or the soul, the actual piece of it. And you would think that is where the plate would have to interact. Ultimately, is with the mask and a ritual to... And then with this, you'd begin drawing this ritual to transfer the mass pointing at Tiamat to the mass to point towards what lies within the plate. Once the mask is therefore attuned correctly, any other element would follow the mask, including the collar or anything else. And as far as the power to be free to be true, that is represented by the horde. So in this case, it's hard to quantify horde versus goddess's power and majesty, but it is an amount that you would need to gather to dedicate towards Tachesis in order to move the power to Tiamat for an actual... Sorry, from Tiamat to Tachesis for an actual freedom thing to truly manifest them out of the plate into the world.
Would, if Shauna was able to get all that, but like not the horn of the Drac horn, could she also maybe say use the children that Esme's resurrected, since they have the power of her, to participate in the ritual, allowing that to be like the body of her?
You think that's viable, though, with things you're not sure. You do not think it would harm the children.
I'm just trying to think more of things
Right.
less.
What I'm saying is that you are not sure of the final effect, but what you are sure of is that it wouldn't hurt the children.
Okay.
I feel like Shauna would have been fine either way.
Yeah.
But I want to be clear
Yeah,
that
no,
this is
that was-
not a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. It was more or less like trying to use an aspect of her already on this world, and since her blood is kind of running through the children, she was thinking that that magic would be able to help bring anchor, almost like anchor her to this world.
And you actually think, as your mind goes along this path, the more things that you can change and alter that have to do with this person that is within the plate, this unique edge of this personality, of this larger force, the more likely you're to get something that still behaves like this thing that you are interacting with.
What does the party know about the children other than Cricket?
Nothing. That was just more me speculating.
Okay.
That was sort of, should she know?
Yeah.
I think just
Eventually,
kind of,
I would learn. I was just
yeah,
trying to
yeah. I would
do-
say that would be really quick because you're looking at all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would say because, and honestly, that's why I said the representation.
Yep.
Use of the representation. The horn is a powerful artifact, so it's magical. But yeah, I think you'd get that should you learn these things. But specifically to transfer the mask, which is the biggest deal here. You think through Esme and the plate, like there's a certain way that Esme can focus it. But you would need some type of permission or blessing from the 5 aspects represented by the masks in order to transfer it to from the kind of mental and personhood of Tiamat to the personhood of Takesis. And they would have to be from Exandria or the plains around Exandria.
Okay. Shauna's gonna be recording all this in a notebook. And she's gonna, why she's doing this all night, she's gonna make a double copy of it and then kind of go and slide it underneath Mother Esme and tie like a multicolored bow to it with strings of all the chroma colors. And just put a little note that said reading information when you have time. And then she's just gonna wait for everybody else to wake back up.
Okay.
I had something I wanted to do before we went to sleep. Is it too late to rewind a little bit?
That's fine. There's something you would need a con save or staying up.
Oh, I have the amulet.
Oh, that's right.
Allows
You're
me
good.
Yep.
Dewdrop.
Okay, so just before, as everybody's kind of getting ready to go to bed, Dewdrop's going to just say, "Hey, what do you think of the odds that we end up fighting with that dragon guy tomorrow?"
Well, depending on if we can get the stuff we need. And I mean, it's a good. Are we gonna like good night decide? Because then we're like talking a good 99 to 1% chance that we will.
It's just I can really I can give us a good buff, but I have to do it now, and I don't want to do it if we're not going to fight with them tomorrow. If we're going to spend the day looking at books and stuff, that's totally cool. I'll save it for the next day. But I would show of hands who's going to fight the dragon tomorrow. Like who's thinking we're going that way?
Goodness, hand that raises so fast you don't
See, 99.9%.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Azok, how do you feel about fighting a dragon?
I mean, it worked out the last time I did it. I don't see. I mean, you guys look like you know your stuff.
It's the first time anyone's ever said that.
Thank you.
I was. Oh wow! You didn't have to say it like that. Well, I mean, this is what you guys had on your list. I don't suppose there's any real logic in delaying that. I'm a new
Whatever,
guy.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like, what we just have to gather some masks and maybe some more dragon fighting kit, and then we would potentially be ready to fight them.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, everybody
All right.
else?
Yeah. 5-minute adventure, right?
All right.
Mother Marvelous, you guys are kind of quiet.
I'm sorry, what?
Fighting the dragon tomorrow after we collect all the other masks.
Oh. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Well, it's a possibility, and I was going to give us a buff if we thought it was going to happen tomorrow.
Oh.
By the way, Mother, if you're concerned about conserving the magic that the mask gave you back, or the limited magic the mask gave you back, I could always turn you into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, for example, if we got into a fight.
I mean, I do have some spells.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I can do that. It just, at any point, if you feel like you would like that ability, just yell to me.
Okay. All right.
Do you drop a... Oh, go ahead.
Is this before or after the note was given to me?
I think it's before, because this is...
Okay.
I rewound us just a tiny bit to...
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Dewdrop will go in his backpack and pull out one of his last jewel-encrusted bowls. He's got one more after this. And he will sit down and start to prepare a spell. And as it's going, you start to smell really, really good food. And just like before, after just a little bit, there's a huge, lovely feast on the table. And everybody should partake.
Ooh, a strawberry spinach salad. Yay.
Well, you said you liked it so much last time, so...
There's apparently like a beer lemonade concoction that was sitting there for Azok, and he's like, "This can't be." And he takes a sip, and now he, like, as he's been deadpan this entire time you've known him, he's growing a smile. It just cracks a bit on his dry skin, just like, whoa, okay.
I give him a wink from across the table.
You, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let me roll 2d10 here, and I will reiterate the benefits to y'all in just 1 second. First d10 is 5. Second d10 is 8. So 8 extra hit points for everybody for the day. You're immune to frightened and poisoned. You have advantage on wisdom saves. Let me just double check and see if there's not anything else, but I think that's the most important bits.
Yeah. Hero's Feast.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. And that's it. So add your 8.
It's immunity to frighten, poison, and advantage.
Advantage on wisdom. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really gonna need to hit a town after this, though. I'm gonna need to stock up on some stuff. And then Dewdrop will go to bed.
Okay. Then anything else? Okay, then you all begin to wake up in the morning.
Spells.
Yeah. This is where I dash and try to pick spells real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't need that. And I don't need that. And I don't think I need that.
And so I wake up and I notice there's something there, and I say, "Ozzy, someone slid this into my DM."
Yes.
My dependable mattress, of course.
Does anyone know what kind of dragon we're facing? Or is it going to be random?
It was. I can't remember. It was black,
I
wasn't
don't-
it? It was like.
No, we got specifically. Esme saw it, and it was the only one.
Oh, it was shadowy. That's what I remember most about it.
Yep.
All right.
Just wondering because good night like highlighted in the notes, or I should say I highlighted in my notes a few times to ask a question last week. Did this person we were talking to by any chance happen to look like the person that killed the traveler because Goodnight was in the time shape thingy mobobber?
No.
Okay.
But didn't Esme recognize it as the dragon that attacked
Yes.
Ingorn, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh boy.
So should we just trap it and fight the blue one?
Sure.
Well, the blue one's gonna be our friend, right? Because we let it out, and it's definitely trustworthy.
You trust blue dragons?
No. But I mean, I figure
Dragons?
at the very
Not all
least,
dragons are bad.
blue ones tend to be, though, right?
I feel like I could talk to a blue dragon pretty well.
That's a good point. Maybe you should talk to it, see if you strike up a deal with it prior to this whole thing.
And maybe see if it will join us in attacking the
That would be the
shadowy-
deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll let it out. It's got to kill that dragon, and then not kill us.
All right.
Before we let it out, we should go check to see what we could uncover about the Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
Also, remember that the best color of dragon is platinum.
That's good to know.
Why is that?
Oh, wait.
Well, because that is the color of the strongest dragon in the universe.
Which dragon is that?
Bahamut.
Oh, Bahamut's a dragon.
Well,
Mother.
it is.
Nope, keep
Go
going.
ahead, Ken.
Nope, keep going.
Well, it is said that he was the first dragon, and he became super powerful and ascended godhood.
Well, I remember talking to him, but I don't remember him ever bringing up being a dragon.
Wait, you? It took me 50, and he just like walks off and like, shakes his head, like I think he like kicked the forge a little bit.
Did I say something wrong?
Maybe?
Did look like you hurt his feelings.
I didn't mean to. What did I say? Was it about the dragon?
Probably it was.
Oh dear. I'll write an apology note.
I think that's wise.
All right, shall we find some artifacts?
Yes. Shauna, remind me what you gave me, because I don't remember all of a sudden.
She gave you everything she learned last night about the
Okay.
ritual.
Okay. Okay.
and about how we could transfer it to possibly Takesis.
Okay.
But yes, let's go find that book.
Yes. Right behind you.
Same. After walking 3 miles back to the door.
That was yesterday.
Yes, you walk 3 miles back to the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, the hours go by. You do know, good as you do know how to do what you need to do. You just need to maybe try again or find something. But you make your way back. Where are we looking to go?
To the Forbidden Dragons section that we found.
Very good. So, you find the markings for the. Oh, that's right. And you find the book. This one is death warded.
Dispel magic.
All right. Give me the int check.
We're seeing this. I have an 18 on the die. The magic goes away.
You got it.
That's not today.
But soon.
All right. Then do we sign all of our names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before Shina signs her name, she's going to do ascending to the imp guy we met, and she's going to go, "Hey, is that dude still there trying to get in the tree? Just checking in to make sure he hasn't left yet."
Well, he has begun some type of ritual, it seems. I think he's trying to bypass the elements.
Cool. Hey guys. Oh, they are. She looks around and everyone's already in the book, and she goes, "Crap!" It signs her name real quick, and then pops wherever we're at, and she goes, "Guys,
Yes.
bad news.
What?
More bad news?
Dragon dude's doing some ritual to get in the tree."
Oh, the tree that Dewdrop. Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta keep him out of there. Okay.
Whatever we're
gotta get there quickly.
doing here, we gotta find it fast.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's hope there's not a 3-mile walk.
Scan the room.
Okay.
Investigation. Look around.
Split up for clues.
So looking here, is somewhat sparse dais that you stand upon. You look, and it seems to be constructed of bone. Carved from this bone. On this dais, there's a railing, and on the railing, there are depictions inbone of dragons, varied types of features and shapes. And from this dais, there are several staircases that descend down into darkness. One is emerald, another ruby, another seems to be made of purple flesh and tentacles. Another is made of shadow and darkness itself. Another sapphire. And there's many that descend off of this dais down.
So it's totally the sapphire one, right?
Critters is already is pointing at the shadow one.
Yeah.
Looking down as far as 120 feet, is there anything strange on the stairs or anything hiding in the darkness?
Hidden within the magical darkness, you see at the bottom of each stair as it goes down 100 feet, there is a portal positioned in such a way where you would be walking and you wouldn't realize you'd enter in. It seems to be constructed. These portals are made out of an archway that goes larger than their staircase itself, as if the staircase is winding through the portal that into nothingness. So maybe people can't know ever where these would lead by examining the portals. Well, there's a protection against it with the magical darkness that you see through.
Yeah, I will let everybody know that the stairs lead to the portals, and then Chris is going to try and let everybody else go ahead, and he's going to try and memorize the portal as much as possible. Because he can see through it, and if he can do like a quick sketch of some sort of it while everyone goes through.
Do you have calligrapher's tools?
I have painter's tools.
He's all like,
No, I can't like paint it out.
To get the precise markings. So you can either give me a straight up intelligence check, or you can use your painter's tools, but it is going to be an impression of what you see, not a copy of what you see.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for the intelligence check.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Best you can, you begin making the sigil sequence, the location, and other things that seem to be holding this open.
And then he'll go through after everybody else too. Afterwards.
Hey, Critters, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you did that right, wouldn't the piece of paper become a portal?
He's just gonna look at his piece of paper and like put his finger through the archway that he's made. Does it go through the portal?
A little hole goes in the paper as your nail pierces it.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Like you cut the paper.
Oh, damn.
He's just gonna pick it up and look through it.
I mean, be it you didn't see him do it because he did it while within perfect darkness.
Oh,
But you
okay.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I have no idea. Damn it. Dewdrop's
Good joke.
hits his nose on the wall. Can't see a goddamn thing.
So is it dark in here?
At
Matches
first
the
it-
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but as Critters leads you through, and directs you, you do come into a room that there is 7 skulls of dragons. Some immense, some only about the size of a sheep. Line this rather small, comparatively to what you've seen, room. At the center is a table that's made from pure obsidian. Around the room are some shelves. Not all the shelves are full. And the 7 skulls glow a deep purple flame out of them that lights the room. Though in a strange black light type of way.
Is that the portal?
You've gone through the portal.
So it's lit up in here.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we begin, Shauna? Or anybody?
I'll detect magic.
Azok's just gonna go and just walk by the skulls and just see what he can glean on them. Just anything of note.
Okay. Detecting magic, there are, the books have some magic to them. The shelves do. This room itself has some of that. You can make a investigation check, Azok.
Okay.
Is there anything else people are trying to do here?
Shauna is going to cast tongues on herself and do draconic, and then she is going to walk over to one of the skulls, the biggest skull, and start doing Speak with Dead.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Nice. That's a 14 for Azok.
Okay. 14. Say, looking around, you grab a few scrolls, and Azok, through this process, you're able to learn some things that any dragon that allies itself with shadow and the shadow fell, which is the reign of death and the Raven Queen herself, is resistant to necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'll read that to the group verbatim. Just like, shadow dragons. Don't try and use the same stuff on them. That's not going to work.
Yeah. Also, anyone reduced to 0 hit points by their breath instantly becomes undead.
Oh, shit.
You packed a lot of healing, right, guys?
Nope.
Critters is just going to point to his patches that he has of potions on his robe. I have
Make
4
sure.
of them.
I'm gonna make sure that potion of healing I forgot was in my bag of holding is nice and secure.
When you say they become undead, do they still have any control over themselves, or are they like an undead creature like that? They don't control themselves anymore.
I'm inclined to think that's the latter, right?
Yeah, you go that they become a slave of the dragon.
Awesome.
It's not yeah, that's not pretty. It's not looking good.
Specifically, as opposed to animating its body, it rips its soul, corrupts it, cleaning it in a way, sanitizing it from identity and memory and purpose, and making it its energy itself a shadow of what it once was.
You make it sound so cool, though.
I'm a learned man. Yeah, this guy will be a big problem. Kind of just knock like the chin off of one of them, like I'm like going like a hitting it in the shoulder or something, just like walking away.
All right. Then go to Shauna. Your ritual can complete. As the mouth opens, the whole skull moves, and it speaks in Draconic, which Esme understands.
Correct.
And Shauna, does anybody else?
I don't think so.
Okay. You have questions for Zafim Jane Korsha.
Good morning, Zafim Kimshada.
It's not a perfect spell.
Wow. First question. Were you also a shadow dragon?
Yes, I delved deep into the darkness, trapped in the Shadowfell.
So, what do you think your greatest strengths were?
My cunning. Strategy. And pure ambition.
What caused your downfall?
Mhm. I sought I sought to grasp a relic of light, but it was bait and a trap by those who would kill me.
How are they able to overwhelm you?
They use their powers to banish the darkness, exposing me to light.
So I was gonna look at Esme and go, "Do you have a question? Because I don't have any more."
I mean, we could ask if he... Maybe they had children they want to pass on a message to?
Okay. Did you have any kids that you'd like a message passed on to?
I had my children, my spawn. But I care not what has become of them.
That's the fifth question.
And the skull closes once more.
Wow, I've never seen that spell before.
He must have not gotten many hugs on Father's Day.
no world's best dad mug.
You know,
But-
I've been meaning to find my own father.
You've never casted that spell before, did you say, Mother?
Oh no, but I mean, I've studied it, but I've never had a reason to.
You should learn it, and you can maybe talk to one of the other ones. You could take one with you, you know that? And you could talk to him later.
Do you think I should?
Yeah.
All right. Which one? That one looks nice.
Yeah, grab that one.
Okay. You just see Esme starting to put a dragon head into her bag.
You're trying to detach the dragon head from the wall?
Oh, it's on the wall. She
It's
tries.
mounted.
She tries to, but she's not very strong, so probably gets nowhere.
You touch it, and there is a power, and you think you could cast Speak with the Dead right now without expending a
shit.
spell slot on a dragon corpse only.
Oh wow. I cast it. I did it. I did it.
Now talk to it.
I don't know what to say. What should I ask?
Anything you want.
Oh, that was a question. How did you end up here?
Betrayed by those I thought were my friends.
Oh no. Who did you think was your friend?
A man named Rowan.
Rowan. And she knows that name. Do you mean Rowan as in the Master Bard Rowan?
He was really good at what he played. That would make sense.
Oh, this is so awkward now.
Hey, ask if there's any like powerful weapons or something in here. Maybe he knows.
Is there anything you'd like me to pass along to Rowan?
It's a great question.
Yes.
Where dragons' souls sleep, we dream and pierce. He has made a place where dreams can come into the world, and I'm sending
messages to those who cared not for betrayal of loved ones.
Wow. That was 5 questions, I think. Thank you. I'll pass that along.
Unless Jackie really had something because we were having fun, but
I don't think Esme
Okay.
had a clue what to ask.
yeah. Yeah.
So, what'd you think, Esme? How'd it go?
Well, I have a reason to send the Master Bard a message, which is good, right?
Yeah. You guys could get like coffee or something.
I know a
Yes.
spot in Nicodranas.
I think there's an upcoming one in Singorn too.
That's nice. Well, apparently he's killing dragons by befriending them.
That's
Tricky.
a way to do it.
But do you think he's befriending me so he can kill me?
No. No?
Not kill you necessarily.
Sounds like it.
Probably, but don't worry, Esmo. I have no issue killing people to help you that mean you harm. Don't worry about it. I mean, I got your back.
Thank you. Good night. Well, I guess we learned some things today.
Yeah, we did. I'm learning a lot about Goodnight in the past 30 seconds. Is that all I need to know about Goodnight?
Pretty much. He's really good at what he does.
With the detect magic, as I'm going around the room, does anything seem like, I guess I can tell the school of magic? Does anything seem like it might be useful in terms of a weapon or protection or something like that? As I'm just kind of feeling the vibe from all these things.
The table has strong abjuration upon it.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is cool, guys. I think we need to bring the table to fight the dragon.
So
Oh.
you think it might contain, either be able to, likely could contain something with abjuration.
All right, give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I don't know my magic, super well, y'all, but I mean I do know that this table probably got stuff in it.
So this is why Palin really ran off. He just got tired of identifying stuff.
Yeah.
Hard grab the thing.
You want me to break it? I mean, this camera can break it.
Dewdrop takes several big steps back.
Palin really got all of Shauna's grunt work all the time. Okay. So you're doing identify ritual?
Yeah, and I'll borrow Curtis' ring. So
Okay.
That's it.
Identify. This table is designed to contain relics useful in slaying dragons, specifically shadow dragons. However, to activate it, one must speak the name of the dragon they wish to slay. Should the table agree, produces a item from within. Should it not, or should a name that means nothing or a guess or anything of the like be spoken, it releases the breath of shadow dragons.
Oh, excellent.
So, everybody, did anybody catch that dragon's real name?
So we did an introduction above table. I have no idea what it was, but we definitely did an introduction. Does anyone have like anything?
Don't think he said his real name though.
I don't know.
Well,
I
sadly,
don't remember.
the player knows the name. I just don't know if the character does or not, because I think like 2 of my characters when I met them, or might know this name. I just don't know if Goodnight does.
I
Matt,
believe when you were in Singorn, you were told the name of this dragon.
I thought so, yeah.
You know it is a dragon from Singarn.
Yep.
You are aware of the name.
Okay. I cannot pronounce the name from my
Caracas.
notes. No, it was not Karakath. It was.
Wasn't it Caracas?
I'm sorry, it's totally Karkath, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh. Okay. Well, in my notes, I have the.
The Sable
One
Despoiler, probably.
Huh?
What do you have?
I had the one that like people kept like all of the. Oh, I'm thinking of Dracolich. Never mind. Different name.
Too many dragons in the kitchen.
Yeah. So we just say the name and the box opens. Is that how it works?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to go stand over there.
Same.
Way over there.
All right, good night. Stand next to me.
Okay. And right next to you, he's gonna cast Death Ward on you. Just be safe. It lasts 8 hours.
She's gonna kind of inch herself back slowly and say Caracas and step really quickly behind her. Good night.
Shauna, you say it, and I want to double check because I always forget sometimes the half races. Do you have Fey ancestry?
I'm fully elf, so
Fully elf Fey ancestry. You actually make a wisdom save.
okay, let's go.
+5. And you have advantage because of Dewdrop.
Yep.
Nice. I'll roll it again to see if I can get higher, but that's gonna be a 29.
Which was actually the DC.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! And already an advantage because of the Heroes Feast, right?
And even that, yeah, that's why the
Yeah.
advantage came from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay. Nice.
Oh, brother.
We all almost died, y'all.
Yeah.
Comes out, and it isn't overpowering, but there is a woman sobbing. The voice is powerful, but then speaks. If my lover and husband truly deserves death, then I, Titania, say go if you judge him guilty. And a shimmering of green light and an arrow that seems to absorb light and almost be like a hole of an arrow cut out of the air itself appears as an arrow of shadow dragon slain.
Oh shit! Critters.
Critters is gonna step up to the table then, with both hands, reach out for it, Does it feel corporeal at all, or does it
Mhm.
feel like it's made out of shadows?
It's solid.
It's solid. Probably should save this till. Oh wait. Have you guys fought dragons before?
Yeah.
Usually run
I
away.
try not to. I normally befriend them.
I fought one and it turned into a god.
What? What do you mean a god?
Whoa.
You know what a worm is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great worm?
Is it green?
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Oh,
mean
shit.
we're assigned to kill your what?
I had nothing to do with it.
But you were there when it happened.
That doesn't mean I had anything to do with it.
Hey, well, guess
Wrong place,
what?
wrong
Now
time.
you have to deal with it. Because we're assigned to deal with it, and you're with us now.
Shauna, we were going on so well.
Remember, this is number 14.
Did we all hear that woman's voice, or was it just Shauna?
It would have just been Shauna.
And Shauna is going to repeat, though, to Dewdrop. Buddy, at least. I don't know if you've all heard this, but given this arrow, I think I believe her name was Titania.
Titania.
From the Feywild?
Yeah, she's referred to him as her husband. And
Do I know the name of her husband in her previous form? Because she's in a new form now, or some weird shit.
Did
right?
we know who Titania was?
Dewdrop, definitely.
Yeah.
When you were in the favorite, there was a lot of Titania stuff going on. The name was being dropped. So definitely Dewdrop does.
Okay.
And he probably mentioned it, whether Esme got more information on it. Yeah, I think you actually mentioned that she was fake queen, and then she's someone else now.
Yeah, like
What
she
we
was killed, and then she's someone else. It was very confusing, but like she has a new form.
What are you asking, Jackie?
Oh, no, well, I remember very specifically because I've took notes on this. The two names we were given for the Fey Queens were, I could have sworn it was Nylumia and Honeydew.
Nylumia was the new form of Titania.
Please,
If I remember correctly.
someone say that out loud.
Yeah. Dewdrop's rolling over all this in his head, trying to put it together. So like you're hearing him talk it out while he's trying to piece it together.
but is he saying the name? Because
Oh yeah, for
Azok's
sure.
traveled with her.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you think
for
I know
sure.
the wizard? Yeah. So
And what he's saying is he's like, Titania, that's Nylumia, and does she have a husband? Like he's trying to kind of remember because he was a kid, when he was in the Feywild, but he is saying it out loud.
and now he's gonna go like, wait, Nylumia married? She never said anything about that when I was with her. That's just
Wait, you were with her?
no one never called her Titania. I just know her as Nylumia, a time wizard who is a fairy. We did some crazy stuff. And I don't think Azok ever hear anything about her Fey origins before. I don't think he
No.
ever did.
No.
No. So this is all brand new information.
I mean, she was a fairy, but yeah.
Yeah, she's a fairy, but that's like the extent. Never anything of the like archfey-ish.
Esme?
So it might not be the same, but it could be, because they're supposedly okay. So we know about the two queens, and so Titania and Nylumia are together, right? That's
Yeah,
the
I
one
think-
we're working on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So if you know Nylumia, then can you contact Nylumia?
Quickly checking a spell list real quick. Druids don't have sending, do they? They don't.
Well,
Animal messenger will get there eventually.
Animal messenger, I think, can only
That,
cover
like-
50 miles.
if you describe Nylumia, I could send a message once we're out of Moelsmyr. I haven't found a proper creature to send messages yet since we've been here.
Yeah, I can definitely tell her she's hard to
Okay.
miss.
But you don't know the other one.
Titania? No, not at all.
No, Honeydew.
Honeydew? No,
Okay.
just the fairy.
And do I remember any stories about Titania having a husband?
She was courted by many men.
Yeah.
Well, make a history check, I guess.
Oh boy, y'all. Here it goes.
Druids, no history.
Oh, hey. Dirty 20.
20. You remember tales of her falling in love with a silver dragon.
So, silver dragon is what I remember. Is it possible for a silver dragon to change into a weird shadow dragon? Does
With the
anyone know
knowledge
anything?
here, because Azek was searching, he would have gotten that shadow dragons are not born. They are corrupted other dragons.
Now it's making sense.
Yeah.
Is silver the same as platinum?
Silver is, I guess it's a step below. Platinum's a one-in-a-kind thing, if I remember correctly. That's why he's the god.
So I should use this arrow first, right? Kick things off when we fight him.
Right. Yeah, just no. I'm worried about it missing, or like maybe we should soften him up a little.
Well,
I mean,
now, wait, hold on. Now, Azak, if you know this person who knows this dragon, isn't there a more easy way we can resolve this than with an arrow?
It's been a long time since I've seen them. I don't know what they're up to. What do you want me to? You want me to bring them to here in Moelsmyr?
No, I thought maybe we could send a sending or a like a hello, and we're with your spouse, and we have to possibly kill them, but we don't want to. Could you help us out? Yours truly.
The working girls.
That's not what the order is called, Dewdrop.
I thought that's what it was called. Working
Mother
girls.
Esme, can you send messages across planes?
Yes.
Okay, so here's Nylumia, and I will go into great detail, as from what I remember, it's been a year since I last met her, how I remember Nylumia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can give them.
Okay. All right. I can try to send this. Well, I mean, I'm not really the most diplomatic person, though.
Mention
as Hako is describing her, I'll also try and sketch off of the descriptions.
Nice.
What should I say?
I think what you said was pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
mention me.
Yeah,
She'll
oh, yeah.
definitely remember me.
I mean, what I mean is formally. Do I say Your Highness? I don't.
Well, you're
I've never-
limited with words, so I would leave that off.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's not your queen, is she?
No, I don't think so. But
There you go.
all right. And I just ask her about her husband, and let her know that we need him to go away.
Yeah, because he's trying to get some awful, dangerous
Oh, right,
book.
the tree. He's
Yeah, we
yes.
need to stop him.
Okay.
But we
Right.
think he's more powerful.
Oh yes, I've got this.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm good for it.
Guidance.
Fuck. God. So, how many words do I have again?
30.
30?
25.
25.
25.
Ooh.
Okay.
I used to be a cleric.
Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna count them off. So, Esme closes her eyes and pictures in her mind all of the information she was just given about Nylumia and tries her best to reach her out in the vastness of time. And she says, "Hi, I'm Esme with Azok. Found your husband. He is trying to do something evil. Don't want to hurt him. Can you back him off?"
Oh shit.
Hi.
Oh shit.
Little busy dealing with end of world stuff. He's the dick. I'm sorry. I can try and talk to him. Please don't hurt him too bad. Thanks.
That's my wizard girl.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't know that was your character. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Isn't that a great feeling?
Oh.
Esme looks mortified.
Go, continue.
Oh no. Oh, oh. I don't know if she can help us much. She's dealing with some end of world things. She asked us not to hurt him too bad, and I feel really bad now. She was so sweet. I don't want to hurt her husband. Maybe there's.
That said, he is trying to destroy the world or something awful.
Right. I mean, I guess I could. I would offer to contact the Master Bard, but he actually killed the dragon, and I don't think that's a good plan.
Well, but if we put her husband in the, what is it, a necklace, a flute, something, whatever it is, then we, you know, like if we just get him in there, we don't have to kill him at all.
That's
like
true.
We could just stop him. So I think that should be our main goal. But we can maybe weaken him with all the stuff that we have, and then get him in there, and then give him to her.
I like that plan. That's a good plan.
By the way, remember we also have to deal with his friends as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
But then we can kill them. Nobody loves them.
Oh yeah, I don't think they have spouses. At least
Yeah.
not cute ones like that. I don't.
Yep.
She was so sweet.
Oh yeah, she was pretty nice.
All right, should we do this?
Marvelous.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? I mean, you are the keeper of the flute.
It's already got one dragon in it.
Right.
We have to have that conversation.
Yeah.
We have to get this dragon to commit to be on our side, kill the other dragon, or fight the other dragon, and then not kill us in exchange for being let out. Dude, does anyone know blue dragons? Can we trust it in any way?
If anyone's going to convince her, them, I don't know who they are. She's got the mass to do it.
Well, Marvelous is much better at talking, though, and I think he's already got a good relationship.
Oh, you sort of do, don't you? You guys were chatting the other day.
Yeah.
You could.
Hey, buddy. Are you in there?
Nope.
Just demeaning this. You're just demeaning this dragon, man.
You thought about letting me out of this?
Yes, and I don't want you to think that I'm being cavalier with it. It's just there's a lot going on up here, and kind of make sure it's the right thing to do for you, for me, for my companions. So what would you be willing to do to be set free?
What would you ask of me?
We have a little bit of a situation. There's this other dragon who, if I'm correct, is a shadow dragon. Is that correct, y'all?
That's what we think.
I think so.
Okay, so we think it's a shadow dragon. And we need to defeat it.
Yes.
Would you be willing to help with that?
They have left their natural gift. Then, yes, I will aid you. I will fight like I once did.
Against the other dragon.
Yes.
And I would like for us to remain colleagues after it.
We can negotiate after.
Ooh, that's a tough one. What I would like to do is be able to spread the word of your resounding victory and your might and power after breaking free of this entrapment. And I believe you said last time we spoke that musical people trapped you and tricked you. Was that accurate?
Yes. And voice only changes a bit. Indeed. After I failed to find a soul of a deceased one. They claimed they had her, but no.
And it was a soul you were looking for?
Yes. A dear friend.
And what was her name?
You and us know it.
It's possible I wouldn't, but it's also possible I could.
No, I don't. I will help you. I will not harm you. I will defeat this dragon. Or help you put him in the flute if that is what you wish. And then I will leave you.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me put you on hold. So I'll recount everything in case y'all can't hear him.
Do you feel like you can trust what he's saying?
And can I try to incite the voice from the flute?
The disembodied voice.
Yeah.
29. Make your insight check.
Guidance.
Marvelous. When you say he said he won't harm you, did he mean you, or did he mean all of us?
Well, see, I picked up on that, and I think that's still a negotiable, whether he's telling the truth or not.
Well, if we release him near
Karakath.
Karakath, yes, thank you. I was trying to think of how you pronounce it. Had it written down. What is? He's going to be in a separate plane. Is that going to be okay? Because we're going to go through another book.
I think he just wants to be out, right?
Yeah.
And he can figure his life out after that.
The only real danger to us is that when we trap Karakath, we can't trap this other dragon again.
Yeah.
And we have to take them at their word. But on the other hand, we have to let them out anyway in order to put Karakath in there. So I guess it's better to make the deal than not.
And so I don't know anything about this flute. So how it works.
Oh, I can show you.
Yeah,
We
if I play the flute and let it
Yeah,
and let
you
the dragon.
identified it. It was, you were told that if you play it, you will let the dragon out. Then play it again, it will try to consume a dragon.
Okay, so if that's the case, then if we head back to the location the other dragon was, then play the flute, release the dragon, battle ensues, and while it's going on, I try to play the flute to recapture the other dragon.
Yeah, it's a charisma save. That's what I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many times
I think it's our
can be
best
used,
bet.
though? Matt,
What?
how many times can be used? The flute per day?
It can be used to, each function of it can be used once a day. So release and a trap.
So we'll have to definitely
Yeah.
work the dragon down and then use that once we get it low.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So game terms, because I'm always big on people understanding, would be things like legendary resistances,
Yeah.
or where it can choose to simply succeed a save.
And if we drop to 0, we're dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
By its breath specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it can also breathe its breath on zeroed people to take care of that and do that deal.
So no hitting 0, guys.
Yeah.
I will try to use all of my slots for healing then. And just try to help keep
Oh.
people up.
Actually, Critter's just gonna pull off each of his badges of potions, and as he pulls one off, 4 potions appear in his hands. He's just gonna start passing them out to whoever would want them.
I've actually got a bunch of healing potions too, so between the two of us, we can make sure everybody has at least one.
Yeah. And to speed this along a little bit, I'm going to give you this bit of information because you could get it by enough steps here. And I just don't want you to have to take the time. Because you learned about silver now. That because of the silver and part of them, they would have a paralyzing breath as well.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okay.
It would also mean that they would be immune to cold damage.
Okay, that knocks out a couple spells.
Yeah. Very good to know.
Yeah.
Because you were doing your due diligence, and
Yeah.
at least next session, I want y'all to be able to act if you want.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm putting up an aura of purity when we fight this thing.
Did Marvelous? Did you roll an insight check?
Oh, no, I didn't.
And
I'm not very insightful. 16.
Oof. Okay.
Say you don't get that they are trying to trick you, but they don't want to be beholden for in the same way you don't want there to be non-specifics, neither do they.
Yeah.
So their thing about when they say things like "I will go," in other words, no, I'm not going to promise to always be your friend. I'm not going to get involved in these things. You release me, get somebody else in. I aid you in getting them in, and it doesn't mean I'm going to kill you after, but I am out.
Yep.
I would say you get that.
That's fair.
Honestly, this is the safest plan I can think of.
Same.
So we get a giant tree helping us, and we get a dragon helping us.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like a win-win. You said your friend's helping, right?
Who?
Dude, you said.
Well, the tree is trying to prevent him from getting in. The tree doesn't want him to get the things that are inside it. I don't know that it'll help in the fight, but it'll definitely, it's trying to prevent him.
Well, we should probably get there before the ritual bypasses all that, and then he
Right.
becomes a god.
Yeah, he gets that book and we're in trouble. So I think we do need to get there.
yes, Azok, there's some books in a tree.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask, but then we need to do this now. I feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. We need to do this now.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't waste your time on explaining it. I say we go for it.
Okay. So, talking back to the dragon. So here's the plan, and I'll relay the plan to him and say that your freedom. And as I said, just colleagues. You don't have to be beholden to us, and we won't have to be beholden to you. And you can go on to be whatever it is you wanted to be. And if our paths ever cross again, we will think of you in a kind way, knowing that we proved that not all people are bad and that we can coexist.
I, Kalendros, accept this.
Excellent. I, Marvellus, accept your acceptance. And really look forward to seeing you. You sound spectacular.
I am.
I believe you.
I know he's just really
Okay.
talking to it.
All right. Hang tight and be ready.
And I think with that, I believe as you begin heading there. Well, I was is there anything else you want to do in this room?
Just for SNL, that's not the proper terminology. My mind at 12 o'clock at night's not working. But can I do a religion check just in this room before leaving?
For what? What are you trying to understand?
Just see if for some reason Bahamut was somehow involved in any of this, or like killed any of these things, or...
Oh yeah, make a religion check.
For some reason, one of these are older than Bahamut somehow. Alright. That's good-ish. So 16 plus 6, 22.
Mm-hmm. Say, you really checking equidistance, the way these are displayed. There is a solemnity, almost a holiness that you find familiar from temples. Whoever made this, and you think maybe whoever made the other rooms that are associated with this section, respected the creatures here. Almost like making rooms of endangered species.
Interesting.
But there's not you don't think you're staring at a dragon god's skull or anything.
Sounds good. And he would just relay that to the group as they're walking.
All right. You ascend the shadowy case, and I just keep saying anything else because I think I just want to make sure, because I think we're ready to do stuff next session. So is there anything else?
I mean, Esme considers sending to Rowan to yell at him, but doesn't want to waste her spell slot that she can't replenish.
Yeah.
Also, just remember, Josh, have it in your notes in case for some reason I forget. You do have the death ward on. Shauna's got death ward on for the 8 hours or however.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Much timeline.
Yeah, and Death Ward's warding is very specific for the purposes of this fight. I'll let you know because you never drop to 0 with it. Instead of dropping to 0, you drop
You
to
come
1.
back. Yep.
Which is super important for how that mechanic works with the Dragon's Breath.
Does it also work with Relentless Endurance? Is
Well,
it the same
but-
word?
If it's the same wording, that instead of 0, you go to 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
What if it says if it would kill it instantaneously without dealing damage? Never mind. Okay, you got a point there. Bad face.
All right. In that case, as you look on for the terrifying battle ahead, we will end for tonight.
Good stuff.
Nice.